you snooze. Lights came prime time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Heavy Lions! Dragon 60!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Up into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle to Beckham. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Watson now to throw. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Watson on third down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. We'll get this up to about the 44. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'll be able to claim the season sweep. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing on third down, Watson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Top 50, top 50.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
60 Eagles. 19 right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Tiger. 10 to 11.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Out of the gun, Watson drops it off for Chubb.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson looks to throw again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now here's another carry for Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Steelers had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he works free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The return from his end zone is Graham. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. It's caught by OBJ.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
On 1st and 10, Watson uses the stiff arm.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw, Watson. Working. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go street.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
18, Pioneers. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his target, Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Check smash.
He'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson now to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And some room. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Buffalo 18, back to 60.
They'll set up to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Here we go. Back.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Watson out to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And Chubbell tried the middle here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Chubb. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3, so we don't need a good drive.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
3.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But over time, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done.